underwear man dance. ようこそ皆さん. In this video, I'll be breaking down all the Japanese from the manga Yotsuba to. Last time, Fuka and Yotsuba met Jumbo's dad who mistook Fuka for Jumbo's girlfriend. 彼女じゃないけど. On my right, you can see the manga. And on my left, you can see all the notes so you can follow along. And of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments below. So, to start off, our first panel is... So after confusing Fuka as Jumbo's girlfriend, Jumbo's dad is like worried about something here.
でも、わけなまた。大丈夫か？法律とかよ。
Demo means but. Wake is just like a casual form of wakai, which means young. Not here, mostly just adding emphasis. And then mata is again. So it's like, but it's another young one. I guess we know Jumbo's type. And then daijoubu is like, is that alright? Ka makes into a question, so it's like, is that okay? And he's like more specifically horitsu with the law. And toka is just stuff like that. And yo adds emphasis. So it's like, is that okay, like legally, to be with someone that young? 多分じゃないけど、Fukaが彼女じゃないけど。Your Jumbo is going to correct him.
違う。全然違う。
違う means to differ, but in Japanese you often use that as like a more polite way to say that you're wrong, meaning that the correct answer is different than what you just said. It's very different. And this zen zen is like not at all. So like you're wrong, you're completely wrong.
ほら、恋とこの。
So your hora is just like, hey. Koi is short for koiwa, just like referring to Yotsuba's dad. And toko is short for tokoro. And then no here is like he's getting cut off by these zakus. So we don't know exactly what he was going to say after this. But it could be like their neighbor or something. So he's saying like, hey, this is like the neighbor or something by Koiwa's place. And this koi part was tricky to find out. I got some help from the WaniKani Yotsuba club. And they're like a really great resource if you get stuck. I'll try to remember to leave the link in the description. If not, just search up WaniKani Yotsuba. They're not hard to find. And then we see all this zaku, zaku, zaku. She's stabbing in those little plants. She's just, oh, And then zaku, more stabbing, such violence.
ジョーちゃん、四つ葉ちゃんだな。
So Jo-chan is like young girl. Yotsuba is her name, obviously. And then chan is the suffix for like kids or someone who's just kind of like younger. Da is declarative and na is just adding emphasis here. So let's say the fact is, young lady, you're Yotsuba-chan, right? She's like, oh, yeah, that's me. じいちゃん、誰? Yotsuba's asking here, じいちゃん? Meaning like a middle-aged guy or an uncle. And then dare is who? So who are you, old guy?
俺はな、ジャンボの父ちゃんだ。
So ore is I, super masculine way to say that. Wa making I the topic. Na is like leading off to something. She's like, about me, da 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 da. And then Jumbo, his name. And then no, linking that to to-chan, which means dad. So Jumbo's dad, and then da makes it declarative. So as for me, I'm Jumbo's dad. Yay. Oh, Jumbo にも父ちゃんいたのか? So ooh, she's like, oh, neat. Jumbo, him. Nimo is like as well or also. To-chan is the dad. Ita is the past form of iru, which means to exist. And to make that, there would be a do right here, but it just gets swapped out with this ta to make it do its past form. And then noka is like endorsing and questioning the preceding statement. Like no and ka together. So it's like explaining it and both asking it as a question. So more of a rhetorical question. So it's like, oh, it was the fact that Jumbo also has a dad. Ah, get it. Yotsuba ni mo iru yo. So Yotsuba is her name. She's referring to herself by her name. And then the same Nemo here. So Yotsuba as well. Iru. The same iru just in the present form. Like to exist. And then yo just like adding emphasis here. So like Yotsuba also has one. 普通の大きさだ. She's noticing that like Jumbo's dad is normal height while Jumbo is jumbo size. 普通 means normal, and then no is just linking that to okisa, which is size, and then da is making that declarative, so it's like, oh, he's normal size. He's not jumbo or small size like Yotsuba.
声はいくんな元気か父ちゃん
Koiwai meaning like her dad, and kun is a familiar suffix for someone like you're kind of close to, and is more often used when referring to guys. And then na is just emphasis. So it's kind of like, how about koiwai? Then genki is healthy or robust. And then the ka is making it into a question. So like, is he healthy? How's he doing? Your dad, To-chan. In case she doesn't know her dad's name, which, who knows? Then Yotsuba replies, genki. So like, yeah, he's doing real good. This is so cute. 今日もパスマンダンスしてた. So 今日 is today. Mo is also. パンスマン is pants man. In pants in Japanese refers to underwear. not your pants. And then dansu is just a dance. So the pants man dance or the underwear man dance. And this is just something he was doing earlier in this volume, I think, actually. He was just like dancing around his underwear for fun with Yotsuba. And then shiteta is a data form of suru. Suru meaning to do. And to change suru to its te form, it's irregular, sadly. So suru becomes shite. And then you would add on iru for shiteiru, which is doing. The te iru form is just the gerund. And then to make that past, the ru that would be here just swaps out to a ta. And also this is casual, so there's no e here. So the more formal version would be shiteta, but this is just shiteta. So like today too, he was doing the pants man dance. That's how you know dad is in a really good mood. He doesn't get it. パンスマンダンス? So she's just repeating like, pants man dance? What? I have concerns.
で、今日はなんで来たの
So day is a conjunction. It's like, so, or well then, let's like get back to the topic at hand. Kyo is today. Wa makes the day the topic of the sentence. Then nande is why. And kita is the past form of kuru, which means to come. Kuru is an irregular verb. So you just change kuru to kita to make it to its past forms, like came. And then no here is just making it into that question. So it's like, well then, why did you come here today? You're not just here to harass me. Jeez. え? Ah, お花買いに来ました. So, she's like, what? It's like, it's like, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot why I'm even here. Ohana is just flower. The O is an honorific, making it more fancy and polite. And then hana is just flower. Kai is to buy. And then ni is like showing the direction or goal. So you come to buy. And then kimashita is the polite past form of kuru, which again means to come. So it's the same thing here. And both of these have the same meaning. This one's just informal and this one's polite. For shame, Jumbo. He's like the store clerk. He should be the one speaking politely. But it's fine. We'll let him off the hook. So since kuru is an irregular verb, when it becomes its mas form, it becomes kimasu. So kuru becomes kimasu when it's polite. And then to make that into its past form, the su changes over to shita for kimashita. So she's like, I came in order to buy some flowers. Whoa, this next part is a freaking lot. I mean, just look at it all down there. I'm scared. But we will do this together. We could do it. We're all smart. At least I'm sure you are. 行きましょう。
なんだ？お客さんじゃねえか。まあ、ゆっくり知っててくんな。
Says so much right here. It's so short, but so much. Alright. Easy part first. We got this. Nanda is what? お客さん is like a guest or a customer. Then this じゃね is just the same as じゃない, just kind of pronounced differently, which means isn't it? Or you are? And then ka makes it into a question. So this is like that wonderful double negative that is very popular in Japanese. So it's what? You're a customer, aren't you? Oh, okay. It's okay you're here as long as you're gonna buy stuff.
まあ、ゆっくり知っててくんな。
So this isn't so bad. Ma is like, well then, yukuri, kind of like slowly or at your leisure. And then we have the monster. It's angry. So this basically all just comes from suru, to do. And there's just a lot that's been done to this poor, helpless verb. So first of all, suru has been changed to its teiku form. The teiku form would mean to go do something. And suru is an irregular verb. So to first make it to its tei form, it becomes shite. So suru becomes shite. And you would normally just add on iku here for shiteiku. And also for the casual form, you don't have to have the e, so it can just be shiteiku, which makes it even trickier when you conjugate it, because you're only conjugating the ku. You're changing that ku to tanitsu and a te for shitete. And then you're going to change this into its teikuru form, which can mean to go do something and come back. So for that, you would just add on kuru after that te. But of course, this can't be normal. Nothing here can be easy. Jumbo's got to be extra with his kanzai right here. Because right here, when you have a sentence ending with a do verb, followed up with na, you can contract it just to be an n. So instead of kuruna, it's kunna. And I mean, yeah, I get it. It flows off the tongue a lot better, but it makes this a whole lot. So basically this whole thing just means go and do it and then come back. So it's like, well, at your leisure, go take a look around and come back. Tell me when you found what you want. And she's like, hi, yeah, got it, no problem. It's easy for me. And with that, before things get any more complicated, no, I'm gonna end it here. Good job for sticking with me all the way to the end. I hope that you had fun and maybe even learned something. If you did, please drop a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. またね